Okay. Hello, guys. I am here today to talk about what I have just witnessed, kind of a thing. I will talk to that person afterwards. Anyways, I am gonna talk to you guys about. I just witnessed a very confusing video. I don't know if this is gonna somehow interpret what I'm talking about by me giving you the link of what I'm talking about, because the way that this computer of mine is showing is not me watching the video plus you watching wise. It's like showing me instead of what I'm watching on the thing. So it's really weird. I don't know why it's doing this, but yeah. So I am new to YouTube and all this kind of wacky things on what to do, on how to fix that problem. So I don't actually know how to do that on to make it so that you guys actually see what I am watching of the video dialogue thing. But I sent the video link in the description so you guys understand what I'm talking about, kind of a thing. Pretty much. Anyways, so yeah, there's that. And then like the person from what I looked at for the thing, it looks like hold on, let me go back to the thing. It looked like that the person shaved a chunk of the guy's head off of his actual own head, and it's one of his clients. Like that, I don't understand, because why would you do that kind of a thing? Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. But I literally looked at this and I'm like, what is this person doing? You really need to go back to school if you're doing this to your own client, and yet somebody is already videotaping you this, like, about this. Like, it's so weird. Come on, where's the like, it's so weird. And then another thing that is really really weird is that the styles that are in this year now for hairstyles wise is Disney related. Now, when I was a kid and I watched like tons of like classic Disney movies, that wasn't even around on where you can do your own Disney related hairstyle, where you literally can get the color, I don't know, like to like the Disneyland castle lights, where they light up the castle, right? Where, you know what I'm talking about, right? Where the castle lights up at nighttime and you see that production going on. Yeah, apparently people are getting those type of hair colors, or the colors off of that photo, onto their actual head. Literally. And I really Googled what is new for 2021, so I actually know a thing or two on what I'm actually talking about, kind of a thing wise. And yeah, so that is why I am telling you guys this, because when I was little, there was nothing about putting Disney colors on your actual head. Like, it's like full on head. Like, there's like pink, blue, purple, like the whole head had like so many different colors, and from the castle box. And then so there was that. And then it was funny fact is that um like Elsa, like from Frozen Elsa. So there's a different side to her that is apparently on Google. If you search up Disney hair color, it shows a different side to her. So instead of having like her blonde, silvery colorness hair in a braid, it's the opposite. So it's black up top, like on your like actual skull part, and then the bottom part has, I think, maybe a light blue or a dark blue. But like Elsa in the Frozen movie does not have that. So I was like, wait, why are they doing that? Why are they making her have blue and black as a hairstyle when in the Frozen movie she doesn't even have that? Like, it to me that seems like a no wise, because then it makes all the Frozen fans get annoyed by it and screaming about why did they change this kind of a thing, right? If you guys know what I'm talking about, right? So, and then there's another thing that I figured out, that Maleficent, the colors of her dress is literally what people are getting of the hair color. So like her purple in her, the Disney classic one, they're portraying um, her green scepter, a little bit of green in her hair, their hair, and then purple hair, and then a bunch of other kind of colors to tie in to the film wise. I don't know if you guys like that sort of thing, but that is what I am seeing by Googling. Like, it's so cool that they're letting people do that now. But like when you were little, you probably would have wanted to do that when you were a little kid also, though, too, right? Like when there's like all these Disney princesses and all these villains, like you wanted to like dress up as them. Not just dress up as them, like actually have their hairstyle, their headgears, and all that kind of stuff, right? As like a cosplay kind of thing. Just now, they're letting people actually have them as a day-to-day hairstyle color. Like, come on, like tell me in the comments, like, is that not wrong? Oh, they should have done that when you were little, not now when you're like teenagers or adults or even older than adults wise. Right? Like I'm assuming that is true, right? Anyways, so I am assuming that if you like villains or Disney princesses and all that kind of stuff, they are literally, you can Google villain hair colors and it will be on YouTube, I guess, or Google related wise, and you can put that on your own head as a hairstyle. That seems really weird that they're doing it in 2021 instead of when you're like really tiny, because I'm pretty sure tons of you guys would have actually wanted to do that as a thing. I'm assuming, because like, yeah, that's the thing like that I would have probably done when I was little. I don't know, dressed up as like Rapunzel and have like her hair color. But now, since you're older and all that kind of stuff, they're letting you do that just now. That to me doesn't make any sense. I don't know. You guys can comment down below, or I don't know, like subscribe about this sort of stuff, and maybe we can talk more about it, or I can just upload more videos on what you can watch on what I'm talking about, kind of wise. And then yeah, so there's that, and then yeah, sorry guys, I haven't been on YouTube for a while. I just haven't figured out. I was figuring out on what I should be talking about on YouTube, because there's not very many people that I am seeing are watching my videos. Like, I'm seeing a lot of people are subscribing to me and stuff like that, but I am seeing not very many comments, no likes, not very many subscribes. So I was like, am I supposed to do videos or not? Like, I was so confused when I only saw like 3 comments for one video about, I don't know, vlogging about how to play a game on TV / Xbox. I saw 3 comments about that. But the rest of my videos that I posted, there's barely any. And barely people are watching them. And barely people liking them. So I was like, am I not supposed to do videos anymore? Like, what is going on out there? Like, I have no clue why there are not many people doing that. Like, I just got so confused on why people are not doing this. But anyway, so yeah, that is my story. I don't know if you guys are gonna say that is true or not, but I have my comment section open for anybody who comment and bunch of other stuff wise. But if I did, no, I don't have it moderated actually. I don't have my comments moderated right now because nobody's very much commenting. So I don't have it moderated right now. But if people are saying weird stuff, then I might. But I am not seeing weird stuff. I'm just seeing less comments than anything. So I don't know. Yeah, just tell me if you want me to do more videos or not. Like, seriously, I'm confused about this as it is because I'm new to all this kind of stuff. I'm doing video dialogues on computer compared to an actual iPad or phone wise. Because the other videos that I tried to use doing dialogues off of was either my iPad or my phone. I don't know which one was better for you guys, photo really wise or voice quality or anything like that. But yeah, so anyways, have a good day slash night or morning wherever you guys are. That is on your time period wise. And yeah, just again, I know that there's a hard time right now with the COVID thing and stuff like that. But like really, when you're a YouTuber, you probably have a hard time trying to figure out what to videotape because so many people are talking about this COVID stuff, or I don't know, how about the new president, voting for the new president and stuff. Like, I don't really vote for that stuff, so a lot of people are talking about that. Not many people are talking about sports anymore because of not many people wanting to either there's not very many audience there or not. But the one thing that is always behind the scenes um on teams and stuff, like for sports wise, is your mascots. Like, they are with you 24/7. They, even though that they can't talk or you like can't see what they look like underneath their heads and stuff, but they are there so that people will actually understand that sports needs mascots to get the audience going and their spirit going and a bunch of other things going, just so that they are having the games. And so that is really what is making the games happen more so than anything. Yet other people are talking about COVID. Like, that's the one main thing that I was wanting to talk about because all I heard was either COVID relationships wise and the president wise, but nothing about mascot wise. So I was like, okay, I was getting tired of this because I was a mascot at my old school. So I know how to be a mascot and stuff. And I've oversaw on how people are with having a mascot and stuff. Like, when you have a mascot in a gym for a basketball game, then it's like lots of people. They love it. They love the suit. They try to guess your name. They try to, I don't know, take pictures with you. Try to like it's so open socialization with that you get you basically have like a happy part out of that because a lot of people actually care about you wise if you're the mascot wise. But if you're not the mascot, nobody does. Nobody does. Because, well, you're not in the mascot suit and you're not doing your part and all that kind of stuff. But if you are a mascot, oh yeah, they are 100% trustworthy, helpfulness, when you're the mascot. Like, they'll help you guide you around if you are stumbling over things. That's how good they are. If they see that you're struggling, they'll come right over to you as soon as possible just to see what is going on. Even though that you can't talk or anything in the mascot, like you can see out of like certain parts of the mask. It's just that when you walk around, you can't talk. Like, you can't actually vocal talk wise of your voice, because then they'll tell who you are, kind of a thing. But the one thing that you can do is use your hands, like hand gestures. So, like, sign language, if people are blind or can't hear properly, it's one of those things where mascots can do. They can do hand gestures or skits on, oh, I don't know, I'm tired. I would be like, or you can like do the sleep sign where you do this, or like if you want to get people to cheer, you go like, yeah, kind of a thing, but you have like no expression with your face because you got the mask on, so you got to do whatever the expression of that the mask has. So you go like, yee, right? And then you get the crowd going by either jumping up and down or dancing to the rhythm of the song, so that it gets them like to know that we need to get people to defense mode or something like that wise. Or when they say defense, you clap like this, like defense, and then like do the beat of what they're talking about, right? This is one of those things that I find really kind of funny, that they care more that if you're in a costume than not in a costume, I find. Because when I was in a resort room and all that kind of stuff, I got picked on a lot, that it really got to me that I had to take brain therapy because of that, plus horse therapy on top of that, and then transfer to a different school because of that. So that's why I'm telling you guys this, because I know a thing or two on not getting any response about people. And if you like try to tell people that you're getting bullied, it tends to not go so well at all. Because I tried reaching out to people and saying, hey, I got bullied by this person or that person or that person, and it kept going and going and going and going. It still happened after I reached out to that, to the public and stuff like that. It still happened. Like, not many people were wanting to listen to me at all of what I had to say. That's why I go refer to YouTube, because you guys will listen and will understand what I'm talking about, because you might have gone through that. And it might have taken you a while for people to understand you, or I don't know, witness what is happening with you, or I don't know, acknowledge that you are getting bullied and stuff like that. Like, that's what happens if you're a resource kid. You are categorized as a disability kid, basically. And that is so not true, because a lot of kids out there are actually fully functioning. Like, they can talk, they can walk, they can run, they can jump and play, yet they are categorized as that. That's why I'm telling you guys that. That is literally what most people think of. And I, even though that I have a hard time learning wise, I learn very good by if I have a video in front of me and hearing with the headphones. I learn very good off of that. That if somebody was to stand and talk for a while and not have video behind them wise, I would have a hard time understanding things on what, like, to pinpoint on what is important, what is for the test, or what is this kind of thing. So, and another thing I had was getting bullied off of, when I would do when it comes to exams, resource room, we would go on field trips and go to the zoo, but you're still learning stuff by going to the zoo and stuff, right? But when you would come back into the school, you would get bullied as soon as you get into school, because they're like, why aren't you not doing the exam? Why can't I go on a field trip and you do the exam? Because they're doing the exam in either the gym or anything like that. And as soon as they see you leave the school and be on a field trip and then come back, and then you are back in school, they'll be like, why didn't you take the test and not, and like stay and take the test? Like, it's one of those things where it was like, well, we're on a field trip to go to the zoo. Practically, you learn stuff by going to the zoo because you learn about these certain animals that's there and stuff. But to them, that's like jealousy wise. They think that if you are going on a field trip, they're like, well, why am I doing the test? If you're going on a field trip, shouldn't I come with you, kind of a thing, when they can't because they're doing a test. And that's how the whole big meltdown function thing happens usually. Everybody is all cooped up just because of that. But yeah, so there is that part that was really annoyed and hard to comprehend of stuff. But we do know how to talk, and we do learn things. It's just we learn different stuff. Certain things we can't learn because of, again, of how the doctor told us that we can't do. But it is other people saying that you can do certain things, and they try to encourage you on to do certain things. And when you try to do the opposite of what the doctor is telling you and be like, no, I am doing what I know, kind of thing, you pretty much almost like outshine the doctor in a way of what they recommended you when you were like a baby or something like that, when you actually do good stuff and like that. But you don't get credit off of that because a lot of other people just bully you and bully you and bully you until you like to push your buttons to the limit where you're like, I'm about done. I just either want to kill yourself, apparently, or just like are super depressed, or like it's all those emotions usually when you're in a resource home kid. It's so much overwhelming wise, because a couple of kids that I know from my resource home, they say that they can hear spirits and talk to them, and those actually see them. So I'm going off of by what they're saying, because I don't correct them, because I am in a resource home with you, because I can't do that, right? But like if they see that certain stuff and they hear that certain stuff, it's just because of their disability. That's why they can see that stuff. They can see ghosts. They can hear them. They can have a full-on conversation with them. If you see that, don't correct them. Just don't. That is their disability that's showing right now. Like, seriously. I've seen so many people go up to those kids and be like, who are you talking to? There's nobody in front of you. When it's the opposite. It's just what their disability is. So I just go from how I do it is that if I'm sitting with them and I hear what they're saying, I was like, oh, and so did that person say so and so and so? And do you see this person every day, kind of a thing? Like it's what that's usually what I do. And I have to say that to a whole whack of people, because otherwise they'll correct those kids and be like, oh no, this person's in front of you. When that's what they see. That's what their disability is. They see these type of people in front of them when they probably aren't there. It's just because of their disability that they can see them. Yet other people will go up and be like, right in front of their person, like, what are you talking about? They're not there. No. And no, it's how they see things and hear things. It's one of those things. So again, what I usually do is that as soon as I hear people saying, "Oh, yeah, this person told me so and so and so," I'll be like, "Okay, and what did they do next? And what was what did they look like? Or what is their favorite color and all that kind of stuff?" Those are the things you're supposed to say to those kids, not the opposite. Like, oh my goodness, guys. I don't know why people are like that in this world where they correct kids that actually are having that on their day to day lives, and they are stuck with that because they were born like that kind of a thing. So that's why I'm putting this out there. Like, don't do that. If you see a kid that is talking by himself and you see them do that, just go up to him and be like, "Oh, who are you talking to? And so there for," right? Just keep going with the conversation of like you're actually intrigued by, oh, you see this person and hear that person. So what did they say? And all that kind of stuff. Like it's one of those things. Not many people I see or hear do that ever. I I live in a tiny town where everybody knows everybody, and yet I don't even see that happen in that town or Calgary for that matter. Um, when it comes to bullying in Calgary, I think they have more security than anything. But in a tiny town called Airdrie, they don't have security. All they have is police, ambulances, emergency room, and that's it. They don't have hospitals in there because it's a tiny town. You have to go all the way into Calgary in order for you to be in a hospital. And it's hard because when you get bullied and the police doesn't know, like, doesn't help you in a way because it's a tiny town and everything, then you're basically still get bullied out of that in Airdrie. But in Calgary, they have a big organization where they have an anti-bullying system there. But in Airdrie, they don't have that sort of system there. So you get bullied every day. You don't, it doesn't stop there at all. You try getting counselors to help you, still happens. Getting therapy, still happens. Everything like that still happens around you. People just don't notice that or see that because they have a different point of view. They look the opposite direction as soon as they're bullying or anything like that. They don't actually help. So I encourage you, if there's anybody that's being bullied, go help when people are needing help. Like, make the world a better place. Seriously, guys. Like, just seriously. Go help. Stop the bullying or break up the fights or like get them out of there so that they're safe and they feel safe. Otherwise, they'll feel like they want to die there and then and give up or want to commit suicide themselves in their own home and leave a message for their parents saying, I did this stuff and nobody listened, so I'm just going to do this and be done with that. No, you guys need to help out with that sort of stuff. Like, seriously, just do it. Just do it. Anyways, that is all I have to say today. If you guys actually do watch my thing and actually understand what I'm talking about, then do what I told you. Just do it. Like, seriously, I've had so many phone calls from my friends being hurt or either dying because nobody is helping them. So I feel for them in a way because I was in school with them wise. So I know a thing or two about that because I get calls all the time saying, you need to come back. You need to speak to them again because they are not leaving me alone and stuff like that. Like, that's just how things are. So that's why I am telling you this right now. If you see any bullying, stop what you're doing and go help. Like, seriously. Get any organization to help what you're and tell the organization on what is going on so that this actually stops and doesn't happen again. Okay, guys? Just like do it. Like, I'm not kidding. Go do that. Anyways, bye for now. Like I said, comment, like, subscribe, whatever that kind of stuff YouTubers normally say. And you know what? Give peace to the world. Make it a better place for you and others. Okay? Bye for now.